Hey guys, okay, some girls report. Wait, let's do it. Do I have it? Okay, everything's cool. Some girls reporting on the Some Girls channel. That's what we're reporting on today. No, I have not been posting recently because of the shit with my mom. Number one. Number two, I'm in shock and disbelief. Let's do this. Shock and awe at the Donald Trump presidency. And what are my other glasses? Hang on. I have these really strong glasses. They're just over the top here. The Donald Trump presidency, which um, I don't. I've never been, quite frankly, more shocked in my whole life as to his lineup. That's what I call his staff, his cabinet. It's not really a cabinet. Um, it's really bizarre. I look back to 2018 and what he did at Mount Rushmore. What, hang on a minute. What, like, the mood of the country, the non immersion of wars, like we weren't immersed in several different wars. Now they're talking about China. Kids, girls, ladies. Now, honestly, I exclude the United Kingdom on this one because that's, I mean, possible. But we're here in the U.S. If you know wherever you guys are, and I'm as of right now, I would say within 10 years, it's possible we could start being bombed, but it would be a bunch of false flags and shit, and they destroy the neighborhood because it's old world craftsmanship. I drove through the area where that I mean, I know quite well, and in just the last few months, it has like shifted from a regular neighborhood in Milwaukee. Well, I mean, it's the east side. I don't know how to describe it. I don't think um, an old real punk rock kind of hangout. Also, a lot of people that work downtown. Whatever. I don't want to the description. It's all become Pajit. Oops. Yeah, I said it. I mean, it's all. It is an area that used to have businesses. I was looking for a business I used to frequent, which was a bike shop. Obviously, with a broken pelvis, I'm not looking to go on a bicycle. But right now, I can go on my exercise equipment. And I thought maybe I can find something small or recumbent or something that I can use. Okay. And I drive by there and I drove by twice and I said, holy shit, it's a big, huge hookah bar now and tobacco company. And then the whole place is all a bunch of, it's Indian, people from India, okay? And they're all here studying an H-1Bs because they've told me, they come up to me and they can barely understand me. I'm really quite sick of it. And instead of introducing themselves, hi, how are you? They're like, we're students. I'm like, that's nice because there is a college nearby. So whatever. Let's talk about Meghan because that was what the video was. Well, Meghan supporters picking on Princess Catherine. Picking on an ill person is so low. It's like the bottom, the the very, very bottom as far as you could go down. And we don't know what happened to her, but when you look at her, it is evident that she's had some serious health problems. She's painfully thin. That I know she's close to 5'11". She is painfully thin. She had cancer, which her abdomen was opened up for. So I don't know what kind of cancer exactly, but I have my mother's, and I can't talk about it yet because it's too painful for me, because I did a previous video on this. It's called My Hospice Nightmare. The hospice nightmare I had only lasted 3 days. Thank God for my mom. But my brother and I said to my brother, I said that, this one's not going to be let go, because they wanted to do this with my sister after she died in 2017. I said, no. But she was put in the cremation oven within hours. The state of Wisconsin, criminal, the coroner's office wanted to look up possible criminal issues. And I went into a state of complete and utter, I don't want to call it depression, but I was so freaked out by that, this whole cremation thing, don't do it, guys, unless I would not. And if you can cough up 5 or 6K to, because that's what that is what it cost. It cost $5,500. And her brain, no, not to be gross, and her tox and her tissue samples, her cancerous tissue samples are sitting at Mayo Clinic right now. And I have the prelim report, which is, shocking. The entire thing is shocking. And so we get back to Kate. And since my mother's cancer was in her, intestines, stomach, and then it spread into her liver and spleen and pancreas and all this shit. If something like, in the lymph nodes of her stomach, okay, if something like this was going on with her, I can honestly tell you, she pulled through something that could have been fatal easily. And how or why or what happened or how it started doesn't even matter. It's no one's business. This is a woman's personal health issue that, from what I could see, was extremely serious. And the truther sites that I read say, hey, man, she was just sick. And you could just look at her and see that she was ill. So if she's out doing shit right now and she doesn't want to get involved with this political bullshit, like I said, more power to her if she can stay away from it. But anyone that criticizes her about this crap, they can all just rot. So I want to read these comments. I'm still around, kids. I'm posting on my other channel. P.S. I lost one. Hang on a minute. P.S. I post there almost every day. But I am so rightly freaked out by what's happening right now. It's a very political channel, and I'm pretty sure no one understands it. I do get a lot of views there. Not sure why or who they are. I suppose I could find out. I rarely get comments. So it is called The Urban Myth. If you are not questioning, well, I mean, you might not like it. So I'm just letting you know. It's not for everyone, and most likely is not for people that follow this channel. So you're talking about Meghan being an operative or being connected to the State Department, and that's how she met Harry, and that's how she snagged him up. Oh yeah, and I chuckle at all this rigmarole that people want to put together. And it is no offense to anyone, but there's another video that I have not made public because I know you guys would get mad at me, and say, "Oh, I was attacking someone." But I mean, she was upset over like $12,000 or something, or a few mil that Ashley Biden gave her. Are you kidding? You think that's the least of what she's done wrong? I mean, that's hilarious. All these people are getting tons and tons of cash from the U.S. And I mean, the British, everyone. MI5, or excuse me, MI6, pretty much controls our government along with Mossad and the CIA. We don't have a government anymore. And I'm just shocked as hell at that. And again, if you want to hear more about that, go to my other channel. But I've been doing some readings on Miles Mathis, which, I mean, it's very involved, and a lot of it is just, I know you guys won't like it. But he goes through the bloodlines and the backgrounds of many of these people that are in the news. And Meghan worked for the State Department in an intern level, wanted to work further in the State Department according to her story, her bio. Instead became a soft porn actress, simulating sex scenes on suits, running around in a pair of bikini undies. I mean, which, I don't think she could do now, but yeah, I don't know how people wear those granny panties right now. She probably wears granny panties right now. Don't know why I said that. She's clearly, why did she have that job? Was that just like a cover job? Because she then somehow goes out with some dude 3 times, sends him some text messages. Oh, we're both so busy. Oh my God, Prince Harry can do whatever the fuck he wants. And Meghan Markle quit that show. I refuse to watch it. It's being shoved all over cable right now. And I have called to say I just want my internet right now. And because I am not watching any television, except for Seinfeld and Friends, which I can get on my Amazon. I can get all those episodes. Also, the show And Just Like That, Sex and the City, I watched that. Let's see. I would like to do reviews on And Just Like That. I have thought of putting stuff together, and the next episode is Thursday, and I think I will take notes on this one, and we can start a discussion on that because I find it to be just rather interesting. And that's Sex in the City, but Kim Cattrall is not there as as her character with Samantha, and So that should be interesting. Of course, Meghan has to be State Department. She has to be. And how did... So she gets married during the Trump years, okay. How did she manage to... And Doria, she's an odd character, man. She has some weird fucking connections. Isn't her brother a judge or something? I mean, these people have like intel written all over them. And, okay, so I do know people. You have to understand, my neighbor on the other side of me at my condo in northern Wisconsin, the guy, I'd like to, the dad, the husband, the man, he's an attorney. He seems completely freaked out with life. His wife is very nice. She tells me she's an RN that works in an OBGYN office, which means she injects babies. We're not going there. I mean, she's super like me. She's, real, well, yeah, and that type of thing. Okay. But but if you try to get a real intelligent conversation going with her, she's boom in another world. I mean, she's definitely on another frequency because the husband is controlling her, obviously. But he went to Northwestern, and he is an attorney at Sidley Austin, where Barack and Michelle worked, and he was working there at that time because I've read his bio online. Actually, I looked him up online, and I went, oh, because I was really ticked off at them for doing some construction work that really was insane for 8 months. It was like insane noise, constant pounding. And I was trying to take care of my dad while he had cancer. And that was like the last summer with my dad, right? And I was very distracted with it. It would start at like 7 a.m. and go till like 9 p.m. I don't even know what they were doing in there. The guy was just completely, that was doing the work, seemed really way out there too. But getting back to the man, okay. So I think at one point I just kind of was shooting the breeze with them when I first met them. And I said, oh, you're an attorney. I was joking around. And he said, yeah, I'm just kind of not wanting to talk about it. I'm just waiting for retirement, and that's it. I'm just done. And then I looked up where he worked. And I thought, I can certainly understand that. Like, he just wanted to keep under the radar. But he was a Northwestern grad. And no, I don't believe Meghan went to Northwestern. I don't give a shit if her name appears on some graduation list. So did Barack's. That doesn't mean jack shit. So I'm going to read these comments. There's another one I wanted to read. Here's Nancy Parker. No offense to anyone here. Love you all. It says right on Northwestern site that she's an alumni. I doubt they would lie. Oh, really? And Barack was born in Hawaii, babe. Slipping a name on an alumni site? Those pictures, Nancy, those pictures were all cut and pasted of her. If only I would have marked my videos properly. So because there are about 1,500 I did on this. I am not lying. And her face was inserted, clearly cut and paste, Nancy. Clearly cut and paste. Where she was with the girls, where she was wearing a face mask or something. She was a honeypot. She couldn't make it. she couldn't be taken seriously, but I think her nature was that of slut. You know, it was, pardon me for being a bitch. And there's one person that I'm sure knows this or could get the information, and that is Lady C. You know she can. She can get her hands on whatever she wants. And Candace Owens as well. Her father-in-law is in the House of Lords. Candace Owens, and then she has this Ian Carroll guy on her show. Kids, Ian Carroll is an operative too. I know you don't want to believe it. I know you think I'm crazy, but just wait till it comes out Meghan never had children. Because she didn't. She never gave birth to children. So I say to Nancy Parker, it says right on the House of Windsor site that Lilibet and Archie, I mean, if how could you make up more shitty? I mean, it doesn't get funnier than that, are in the line of succession. So that means they're real too, right, Nancy? This is just a graduation site. And P.S., people do make errors every now and then. But all I know is, okay, let's do it. Damn, guys. Do we? Do we have to? Must we? Let's go to Brave. I've got to find something. All right. Pictures of Meghan Markle graduation. Oh, shoot. I'm going to get the kitty ones with her teeth all bucked out and stuff. Oh, she. Oh, God. Northwestern. I don't know what she did to get people to what she did to blackmail people. There are several references, according to the Daily Mail. Well, then it's true. There are unseen images celebrating her graduation from Northwestern, including a photo where she is wearing a light blue button-down shirt. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say, yes, she graduated because there's a picture of her wearing a light blue button-down shirt. And there's something on Pinterest. I just want pictures, images. I don't believe she is. And she's like naked here with some dude. That's high school. That's where she's like on so much Valium and pot she can barely stand. Northwestern graduation. That is a navy blue with a silver tassel. Now let's look closely at that picture. If I didn't know any better, that looks pretty fucking cut and pasted too. Because, I mean, it's really just look. You've got, if I bring it up, I'm going to go into the mirror. I mean, what is this figure behind? And what is this? We're talking about Illinois here, kids. But we only have that one picture. And then we all have her here she is naked with the doll. Oh, wait. Hey, by the way, I graduated from Northwestern too, but damn it, they forgot to put my name on the thing. Here's a good one. Right here, Pinterest. Okay, so let's do this. Looks very navy blue to me. Um, Pictures of Northwestern University grads. Um, okay, is my computer out? Okie doke. Well, let's just wait a half hour. It might come up, right? Okay. I mean, this is difficult for me to get, isn't it? Okay. So here is the color of Northwestern. And it may or may not pop up. I've got to do my dishes. I don't know I started using this computer again, and this is what happens with it. Okay. This is wonderful. Okay, so we saw that it was purple, right? There's the State Department fucking with my computer too. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, I mean we've got a full signal. Um, okay, let's do it again. Let's go to Google. Well, I think my computer is slowed down now. Right? Why? 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 Well, okay, so it appears that my computer is locked up. And once again, my computer is fucked up. So it's purple. Okay, look at this. I mean, you have to remember, I'm right above that college. Okay, I mean, I am right there. Uh, Graduation gowns. Wow. Searching. Oh my God. AI overview. Um, okay. Okay. This absolutely looks nothing like. Uh, I mean, these are different majors, obviously, with the regalia and all that. This is clearly black, which I don't know what that is. PhD. She didn't. Yeah, she didn't. Yeah. It's purple, guys. And no, I don't think she's an academic. And I don't care if it's on their website. I absolutely don't. If she worked for the State Department and still is a possible operative, which once you're in there, you're in there. She is married to, and I believe blackmails, the King of England and his family to the point where the Princess of Wales got physically ill from it. She's married to the fucking king's son. You don't think MI6 can pop in there and add a name to a graduation list? Is that Nancy Parker? I urge you to do a reality check. Okay. It's I've got this thing. I mean, okay. So you believe everything? There are no chemtrails too. I'm sorry to hear about your mom. Every time I hear the word Megxit, I think of you. Thank you so much, Tish. Tisha6 totally agreed about MM. I'm a wee bit shook with Trump lately. I don't know who the fuck he is. Hello. My husband showed me Revelations 3:13. I don't know what to think. All right. Let's take a little peeky. I did this on my other channel. God, what is with this thing? Oh. But it doesn't the Bible say we? Okay, so well, let's go for wow. Yeah. Yeah, I only do the Catholic stuff. I don't do like Schofield. We're gonna go with this one. Chapter 3. Okay. Go to 13. Let anyone who can hear listen to what the Spirit is saying to the churches. Okay. In my church, the Spirit says, many Protestants and even some ill-informed modern Catholics believe that God still promises blessings to those who bless Israel, referring to Genesis 12:3. I will bless them that bless thee, and curse them that curse thee, and in thee shall all of the kindred of the earth be blessed. They interpret Israel to mean modern day state of Israel or the ethnic Jewish people, suggesting that supporting them politically or religiously guarantees divine favor. This interpretation is profoundly mistaken and contradicts Catholic teaching. Genesis 12:3 refers to a promise made to Abraham, not to unbelieving Jews in perpetuity. The church fathers and St. Paul in the New Testament, which is what Christians refer to, clarified that the blessing through Abraham is fulfilled in Christ, not in ethnic descendants. St. Paul writes, now to Abraham and his seed, where the promise is made, he saith not, and to the seeds as of many, but as of one, and to thy seed, which is Christ. Thus Christ is the seed of Abraham, and all who are united to Christ by faith and baptism in the Catholic Church are heirs of the promise. If you be Christ's, then you are the seed of Abraham, heirs according to the promise. The church is the new Israel. Got it? The Catholic Church, not the modern Israel or unbelieving Jews, is the new Israel. Galatians 6:16, the Israel of God. The old covenant was fulfilled and superseded by the new covenant in Christ's blood. The church teaches that the old law has ceased with the coming of Christ. Pope Pius X, when asked by a Zionist in 1904, Pope Saint Pius X, whether the church recognizes the Jewish people, replied the Jewish religion was the true religion until the coming of Christ. But since that time, it has ceased to be. All right, so we need to really tune in here. Therefore, to bless the true Israel today means to support the church and remain faithful to Christ, not to give political or religious approval to those who reject the Messiah. All right, we're finished with that. Okay. I didn't see anything in Revelations 3:13. But see, the different interpretations of the Bible currently to support political BS, if you want. Tell Dan Wooten about the dead cousin Los Angeles story. Tell Dan Wooten about the eyelash incident at Northwestern sorority. Well, I don't believe there ever was an eyelash incident because I don't believe she went there. I've been telling you guys this for years. Her pictures are awful shady looking. I mean, is there a picture of her wearing the purple and gold, walking onto the stage to get her degree? If there is, please send it to me with a link. Okay. I swear I thought of your YouTube channel and you popped up. You need to get on the Dan Wooten show. Well, I mean, Dan Wooten knows this shit. Dan Wooten gets paid and has a house and has a family and has MI6 in his fucking backyard. Great Britain is a small island. However, I get it. She has acting skills. Of course Wooten knows she's deep state. She's intel. She's a psyop. She's a honeypot. He knows it. But if Great Britain knew it, with the popularity of King Charles I mean, no one is into Keir Starmer. Maybe some of you guys are. I mean, I think he is just he's going to destroy Great Britain. I think he kind of already has. And then you have King Charles, who is just bizarre. I apologize to any of you royalists. I mean, I respect him and his position and all that shit. I'm not saying I disrespect the British people. I'm just saying the dude is, I don't know, he's not leading Great Britain the way the previous royalty has. That's all I'm going to say there. We've got Caitlin Toriel. Hi. Well, hi. How are you? Okay, and then there was another comment that I responded to. Oh, wait a minute. Well, I mean, I'm going to, have to challenge you on that. So I did respond to another person here. Oh, Cindy, just catching up on your vids. Well, I really don't have any. I haven't I'm meeting with the attorney this week, and they don't want me doing anything on social media, but I am anyway. Wow, just catching up on your vids, wondered where you were. Well, I'm in hell. Not literally, figuratively, with problems. Other than that, I'm okay. Sorry about your mother. Care homes are a nightmare. I had a similar experience with my mom in 2009-10. Cost $8,000 a month. Shit, man. It's bullshit. And I would show up and newspapers strewn everywhere, orange peels on the floor, candy wrappers all over everywhere, a total nightmare. Cindy, I had the same thing, but I have pictures and I'm ready to post it on the site. My brother told me to hold off until we got all the money. My brother is rich. We'll leave it there. And he managed to get some of these Never mind. Okay. So they didn't question that one of the refund checks said trust of, I shouldn't be telling you guys. I don't even give a shit anymore. It was supposed to be a special account made out to her trust, and they were supposed to wait. My brother somehow slipped it through because of his account status there. They tend to treat good customers well. Okay. Um, but yeah, I have the same thing. There was a statue of St. Francis of Assisi that was given to my family as a gift. Um, and oh my God, both the hands were broken, and the statue was broken and laying in pieces on one of the tables. And yes, there were things strewn all over, food all over the place. Ditto, the wrappers, shit all over. And it was supposed to be 6,800, but like week 2, they changed it and told my mother that they were doing something different. I said, well, how much more is this costing? She said nothing. And I every time I question these people and say, what the hell did you do to my mother? You know, we choose not to talk to you, and if you ever come near us or call us again, we will get you arrested. There's that. What are you doing to my mother? That's all I have to say. My brother goes in the next day. Tell your sister if she comes on the property, she's going to be arrested. That's nice. I wish she could have stayed with me. Well, I wanted my mom to stay with me, but for some reason, and she wanted me to stay with her. This was only a 3-week stint here. And I had a private doctor. I mean, she had the money. I had everything lined up. However, she was misdiagnosed. Wow. I mean, should I risk getting arrested and confronting? I mean, I just want to have a normal conversation with someone. I want to have just a professional conversation. And no, I can't even do that. What are you doing? What is happening with her? Oh my God. We're not talking to you. You're being quite unkind. I'm like, what? Hello? My mother asked me to put rollers in her hair one night. And a woman that claimed she was a second shift manager, a 200-pound black woman that kept picking on me every time she looked at me. She came in with her phone on speaker with the director of the entire place saying to my mom, do you want your daughter to set your hair right now? My mom said, yes. Okay, we just thought maybe your daughter was forcing you. The state of Wisconsin, by the way, has very strange laws. That's for another time. But Cindy, what you're saying here, and she died from morphine overdose, gives me grief just recalling it all. Yeah, it's hard to talk about. They keep them doped up so they don't have to do their job. It gives me grief just recalling my mother's last years. I'm so sorry about your experiences. Cindy, put it this way. I was on the phone with one of the nurses. They would grab her phone, see my number, and put it to voicemail. And then I'd say, my mom doesn't know how to do that. So I'd call back, do it again. I'd call back, and finally I'd keep calling until they picked up. And it was an aide. It was that aide that was picking on me. She was bullying me. I'm like, don't you dare take my mother's phone and put it into voicemail. She does not know how to do that. If she can't answer the phone, just let it ring. But don't manipulate my mom and manipulate her phone. So anyway, one day, about 2 days before she passed away, I could hear her saying, I need to go to the bathroom. I want to go to the bathroom. Can you please get me up? And they said, no, we're not getting you up. You're on pain medication. Just go in your pants. I heard the whole thing. I am. And she said, but I want to go to the bathroom. I said, well, can you just get my mom up out of bed? Well, she might fall. I said, well, no, she won't. If she feels that she can go to the bathroom, I know she can go. I know my mom. I said, just have two aides transfer her to a wheelchair, take her to the toilet, transfer her on a toilet, and let her go. Now, I might add, she had stomach cancer, so she was having lots of diarrhea and with lots of blood. She wanted to use the toilet. Thank you, Barack Hussein. Uh, so I guess I'm Cindy. I'm just gonna say much love to you because, but yeah. So what I'm saying to these Sussex people is, like, excuse me and pardon me, but fuck off. You're idle. I think most of these accounts are bot accounts started by Meghan herself. Now I'm going to sign off and please put your comments. But yeah, Meghan is an operative of the State Department. You better believe it. An historian involved? I think so. Did she graduate from Northwestern? No, I don't believe she did. All right. Well, and I don't care if it's on their website. It means shit. It means absolutely nothing. Love you. I'm going to take off and do these dishes here.